Unthinkable happened today. The World Trade Center, both towers gone, and we are all witnesses to it, and to some degree we are all victims.
Some very sketchy details reaching us here at Sky Centre. Important enough to bring to you, though, at this early stage. We believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York.
There are survivors trapped in that rubble. Mayor Giuliani confirmed it less than an hour ago. How many, we do not know. Our reporters, as you've seen, have been on the streets all day. We begin with
devastating as it unfolded, but only now, hours later, under the harsh lights of rescue vehicles, is the true horrifying breadth of the terror becoming clear. Before it is over, the casualty figures will be numbing, and few in the city will be untouched by what happened today. So often in the past, we've been able to say it could have been worse. Tonight, this time, it's hard to imagine how.
This morning at 8:46 a.m., Mohammed Atta and the other hijackers aboard the American Airlines Flight 11 crashed the plane into floors 93 through 99 of the North Tower of the World Trade Center, killing everyone on board and hundreds in the building.
President Bush was reading to elementary students at an elementary school in Sarasota, Florida at 8:50 a.m. when Secret Service agents informed him of the attack.
On page 153.
What we've just seen.
As of now, authorities believe terrorist leader Osama bin Laden, leader of Al-Qaeda, to be responsible. As of right now, an estimated 10 to 14,000 people are already in the process of evacuating. Thank you.
At 9:03 a.m., hijackers crashed United Airlines Flight 175 into floors 75 through 85 of the WTC South Tower, killing everyone on board and hundreds inside the building.
We are back and rolling with the most recent update. It is now 9:37 a.m. Hijackers aboard Flight 77 crashed the plane into the western facade of the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., killing 59 aboard the plane and 125 military and civilian personnel inside the building.
Breaking news at 10:18 a.m. President Bush authorizes any non-grounded planes to be shot down. At that time, all 4 hijacked planes had already crashed, but the president's team was operating under the impression that Flight 93 was still in the air.
Emergency workers down there about 5 or 6 blocks. In the first.
We just started walking out and see the plane crash to the other side of the building. And the people started jumping out. It's just crazy.
Everybody started running out and we saw the plane on the other side of the building and there was smoke everywhere and people are jumping out the windows. Over there they're jumping out the windows, I guess because they're trying to save themselves. I don't know.
Just down the street.
And then I saw flames engulf the whole upper portion, and then I saw the smoke, and then we saw the people jumping. We saw what we thought was debris, and we realized it was people jumping.
Go!
And I saw the flames engulf the top of the building, and the people jumping out.
Not knowing whether or not a lot of the rescuers that went in initially made it out, I guess. People I've worked with, people I know.
Go.
Not knowing whether initially a lot of the workers that went in were able to make it out, like my friends and my workers.
1 block away from the World Trade Center base, and the devastation is total.
And the devastation is total. Everything is either burned up or blown out. The streets are an obstacle course of twisted metal, glass.
We'll reassemble here.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. And all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
9/11 is the most shocking day in American history, with a death total of 2,996, 17 of those hijackers, 2,977 of those victims. 9/11 is an important day in American history, and a day that needs to be remembered. It is the single deadliest terrorist attack ever perpetrated onto Americans. Following the events of 9/11, President Bush, Vice President Dick Cheney, along with the United States military, would conduct military operations in a number of Middle Eastern countries in the war on terror. These, along with efforts in security, both private and foreign, resulted in mass-scale changes to American rights. Things such as the Patriot Act, which allowed for mass-scale surveillance on American citizens suspected of terrorist activities, and changed to harsher immigration policies, led to a surge of racial profiling, discrimination, and hate crimes towards those of Islamic descent. These changes following 9/11 were coordinated with countries across the globe in what's called globalization. This globalization allowed for a framework of countries to be able to keep tabs on everything and anything that was deemed suspicious. The image of American Airlines Flight 11 crashing into the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex on September 11, 2001 at 8:46 a.m. is an image that will live in infamy in the minds of Americans. 9/11 is the most shocking day in American history.